All right, welcome everyone. This is Dave, Wet Fly Swing Podcast. We're getting started a little bit early here tonight, so we'll give it a few minutes to let people trickle in. And for those that are out there, if you can, let me know if you're hearing me okay. Just post a comment if you're on Facebook or YouTube, and let me know if you're hearing me okay. And then we'll move forward here. Tonight we're going to be jumping in, as you can see from the ticker, in about 25 minutes or less. We're going to be announcing the grand prize winner for the Belize trip that we've been talking about the last few weeks. And I'm going to announce the partners on that. Looks like we got Jake coming in here, and give a heads up where you're coming from too, which state, province, where you are in the country or world. And then I'll know everybody's hearing me okay. Jake, are you hearing me out there? And we're still a bit early here, so we got another minute before the top of the hour. And then I'll give a little announcement. It's just going to be me here tonight announcing the big winner. I got at least one thumbs up, so it looks like we are coming in loud and clear. And as you can see from the ticker on the screen, we're going to be giving away this package. It looks like we got somebody from Newfoundland. Awesome. Michelle, if I'm saying that right. Hang on one sec here. And cool. We got Northwest Arkansas. Jake, how's it going? And I'm just turning off a couple of these alarms here. All right, we got David is here from Colorado. Just keep them coming. I'm going to do a little intro here. I'm Dave from the Wet Fly Swing Podcast, and we're going to be announcing the grand prize winner tonight. And it's going to look like this: not only the trip to Belize, but it's a $8,600 prize pack. Here's what it looks like on the screen. As you can see, these are all the products, and here's all the partners that we have coming in here. We got Smith Optics. We're giving away some glasses. Backcountry Skins is in the house here. JH Flyco. Smitty's Flybox is giving away some flies tonight. Intrepid Camp Gear as well. The Missoula Fly Guy, you're going to get a bonus fishing trip. Pescador on the Fly. School of Fishing. And the Iguana House from Belize. That's who's actually part of the big giveaway trip. Fish to Fly is here, Stillwater Edge, and of course the Wet Fly Swing Podcast. So keep those comments coming in here as we get started. We're still gonna give it let it trickle in here a few more minutes before we get started. We got Broxton from Idaho. Looks like Julian from Colorado. We got Michigan. Hey Ken, how's it going? If anybody out there listens to the podcast, give me a heads up as well. I'd love to hear who we have new in the audience and who is not so new. We're going to be doing some more content around this on the podcast as well, so stay tuned for that. And for those just coming in, we're going to be announcing in about 20, a little less than 25 minutes, the grand prize winner. Before we get there, for those that are new, if you haven't heard, we're going to give away some bonus prizes tonight for those that just show up live. So if you get the right answer tonight, we'll be giving those away, and then we'll be getting to the grand prize winner. There you go, Patrick. Awesome. Good to hear you're loving the podcast. Give me a heads up on what sort of episodes or content you love to hear. I'd love to see that in the comments as well. And Don from North Carolina, how's it going, Don? Looks like we always tend to get about one person at least from every state. So let's see if we can get that, and province. I haven't seen a lot of the prairies region of Canada. So let's see if we got anybody up there in the prairies. That would be Alberta. That would be Saskatchewan, some of the middle of the country provinces. There we go. Good old boy, Brendan. Good to see you in the house. We got Master Fishing Cat from Connecticut, and Van Rubik from Colorado Springs. Awesome. We're heading to Colorado here in about next month. We're actually going to be spending 10 days fishing with Landon Mayer, and that's going to be a great trip as well. Chris, hey, how's it going? Bitterroot Valley. So we're here. We're a couple minutes in. We're just going to be getting started. For those just jumping in here, we're kind of doing some announcements and letting folks know, welcoming everybody here tonight. Andy from New Hampshire. Looks like we got Susan from Ohio. Awesome, Susan. The South Shore Lake Erie is a great place for steelhead. Alexander from Alberta. There we go. We got an Alberta in the house. How about British Columbia? It's another place we spend a lot of time. And let's see if we got anybody out there from BC. So give a couple of thumbs up and keep the comments coming as we go. What we're going to do here in about 20 minutes, we're going to be announcing the grand prize winner. It's going to be this package right here, which is all this gear. We got packs, we got camp gear, we got hats. We got these. If you haven't seen the backcountry skins, boys, these things are awesome. They're not waders, but they're kind of in a lot of ways better than waders on some of those hot days. We got gloves, Smith's glasses. Pescador on the Fly is giving away one of their amazing 6-piece fly rods and some flies, a bunch of other stuff in here tonight we'll be announcing as we go. here is a shout out. Keep those comments coming. I see Steve, Tim, awesome, good to see you. Here are our partners for this event. So just to let everybody know, the trip is part of it. It's a big part of it. It's 6 days. The Iguana House is giving away a 6-day trip, and 3 of those are going to be guided. And it's basically 6 days, 6 nights. And then you're going to get 3 days guided and then 3 days on your own at the Iguana House. So shout out to Chris and Mary Alice. They're doing an awesome job there. But here's the other partners. We got Smith Optics, of course. Backcountry Skins, JH Flyco is going to be giving away a waterproof backpack. Smitty's Fly Box has a bunch of great flies. For Salt, Intrepid, if you haven't seen them, Intrepid Camp Gear has those rooftop tents. They're going to be giving away a box tonight. The Missoula Fly Guy, we've had him on the podcast recently. We did an episode talking about Rock Creek. They're giving away a guide trip there. Pescador on the Fly, I mentioned that 6-piece rod. School of Fishing is going to be giving away some stuff. As always, they're our partner hosting the event on the School of Fishing. And we mentioned the Iguana House, Fish the Fly Guide Service, and Stillwater Edge. Shout out to Greg if he's out there. And, of course, the Wet Fly Swing podcast. All right, so we're getting pretty close. We're pretty much about ready for the first question. So, hey, Brian from Kansas City. Jake, just listen to the podcast with Davey, who guides in the White River. There you go, Davey Watton. Yeah, that is a great. We're hoping to get Davey back on the podcast soon. Thanks for chiming in, Jake. Justin from Pennsylvania, Kyler from South Carolina, and Brian from Arkansas. This is great. Yeah, we're looking like we're getting all around the country here. So I'm going to get into the first question tonight. So for those just jumping in here, we're going to give away a bonus product. And the first product is going to be this, what you're looking at right here. A Wet Fly Swing hat, so a trucker cap. If you want a chance to win this, all you have to do is answer, put your comment in the comments here, whether you're on Facebook or YouTube, and the first person I see with the correct answer to each of these bonus questions will win each of the prizes. So we're going to have 3 prizes tonight as bonuses, and the first one is going to be this hat. So if you want a Wet Fly Swing trucker cap, now's your time. And it's not going to be the first person that gets it right. It's going to be the first person I see in the comments. And that person is going to win a hat. So we're going to have a couple of questions here coming up, and I'm going to announce the first one right away. So let's just get into that and give away the first product here tonight. So the question is, this one might be easy for some saltwater anglers. So for those out there, if you're ready, maybe before we get started, just give me a thumbs up. I want to make sure everybody's ready for this first question tonight, and then we'll jump into it. I see Spencer from Jackson Hole. There you go. Betham is in the house from Ontario. There we go. Another Canada. Al is coming in on Facebook. See a couple thumbs up, and then we'll jump into the first question. Allison from Massachusetts. All right, there we go. We got some thumbs coming here. So the first question is, we're heading to Belize. We're heading to the Iguana House in Belize, and really just saltwater in general. What is the Grand Slam? So what is a Grand Slam? There's 3 species that make up a Grand Slam typically in Belize. If you know the answer, put the comments in. The first person that gets it right is going to win this hat, this trucker cap tonight, and we'll be sending that out to you. So let's see. As these come in here, if folks have other questions, or if you've listened to the podcast, give me a shout out there. I'd love to hear who is new and who is a longtime listener of this podcast. And we're just going to wait for some comments. We got a few coming in here, a few answers. Let's keep them rolling. And we got plenty coming in here. Okay, great. So keep those answers coming as you go, and we'll give away that first product here in a few minutes. But as those are coming in here, I just want to give a shout out really quickly to, again, our partners. And we had them up there on the screen. These are the products we're talking about tonight, including this big grand prize to Belize. And here are all the partners that we just had up on the screen. Smith, if you haven't checked out some of their new lines, some of the stuff they have going with their Chroma Pop glasses, that's something we did a podcast about. They have some really cool technology going on there. I believe that's Chroma Pop, although I could be mistaken on that one. if I am, I'm sorry. But Smith does have good products here. Backcountry Skins, if you haven't seen what they have going, it's essentially, I don't want to blow it, but these things are. It's like kind of like a wetsuit, but better. You put them on, and you're almost like wading wet, but you stay warm out there. So give a shout out to them, and then everybody else that we talked about here. So we got those questions. I did see the right answer, so I'm going to announce the winner and the first person to get the trucker cap here. Let's see. I see Jake in here. We got Don commented, Jason Wilson. There's a bunch of correct answers, and the first person I saw for the first prize here tonight is, and the answer was. The Grand Slam, what is the Grand Slam in Belize? 3 species, and it is bonefish, tarpon, and permit. Those are the 3 species. And the person I saw that got it right was Chris Rain. Chris, I'm not sure. Chris Rain, I think it is. You are the winner. So give a shout out to Chris. Chris, if you see us in the comments, just send me an email, dave@wetflyswing.com. You can also follow up with me on Facebook as well. And we'll have one of my assistants reach out to you. I think Thea will be reaching out to you here. So check in with me and we'll get you this hat really quickly and you'll be sporting the new trucker cap, Wet Fly Swing podcast. All right, there we go. So we got the first one taken care of here. We're going to give away 2 more bonus products, but let me give a shout out to the everybody coming in here. And I see Steve is back in the house tonight. One thing I want to note, if you have won a bonus prize in the past, that is going to exclude you from this one. We're going to try to get some new winners tonight. So if you have actually won, so don't worry about guessing. I guess you could still guess, but just let me know if you've already won here. There's Chris. Awesome. He's got it. So Chris, you send me an email, Dave@WetFlySwing. We'll get that hat out to you. All right. So like we said, quick reset. We're going to be announcing in about 15 minutes the grand prize winner for the Belize, $8,600 prize pack with all the gear, everything. I'm Dave with the Wet Fly Swing podcast. I'm on here solo tonight. And we're going to be announcing that grand prize winner in about 15 minutes. We've got 2 more bonus prizes we're giving away for people who are just on live. And the way this is going to work is I'm going to ask a question. First person that I see that gets it right is going to win the next prize. And surprise tonight, I'm not sure if any of you out there know of Backcountry Skins. If you do, why don't you give a comment here because we're giving away a pair of Backcountry Skins pants tonight. So if you know Backcountry, if you know of the product, give a shout out. And that's the next question will be focused on giving away that. So is everybody ready for the next one? This will be question number 2 coming in here. And get your emojis ready because as we get to the grand prize, I'm going to want to see some big fish emojis, something we haven't seen before out there. And it looks like John from New Zealand. Is that correct, John? It looks like we do have the first person from outside of North America potentially. And if anybody else is outside of North America, give a shout out as well. Stefano, Backcountry Skins. There we go. We've got at least one person who knows. And Steve Duck did comment. He got the hoodie last time. Good to hear, Steve. Give a shout. What was the hoodie that you won? Who was that from? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. So Steve actually has Backcountry Skins as well. And Chris will be waiting for his hat. All right, let's get into it. So the second question here, bonus prize tonight. The question is, and this is to win, you're going to be winning these right here. Let me just show you what it looks like. You're going to be winning these pants right here. And so the question is, the first person to get this right, just put your your answer in the comments. And the question is, this is kind of a little tougher one, which key is the Iguana House located on? So the key is pretty much that island area chain. It's got a name. It's blank key. So if you know the key, throw that in the comments. And we will give that to the winner. The spelling is not easy on this one either, but throw that in if you know which key we're talking about. We got some answers coming. I haven't seen the correct answer yet. As this is coming in here, I want to do a quick room reset in a bit as we get to it. This one might take a little bit longer. Awesome. Keep them coming here. And then we will announce that winner in a little bit. And this will be to win the Backcountry Skins pants. And keep those if you know the answer. And I want to hear, has anybody been to Belize? Why don't you give a comment if you've been to Belize, either fly fishing or for fun? I'd love to hear what you thought because this is a place I haven't been to yet, but it's on the bucket list. And also, what species, if you had to catch one of those 3, would you rather catch a bonefish, a tarpon, or a permit? What would be if you had to go out there and catch one this summer, what would it be? Okay, and keep those answers coming in here as we get them coming. We will be announcing that pretty quick. All right, let's circle back to the sponsor page really, just so we can show you that. Again, if you don't know of all these brands, we've talked a lot about Backcountry Skins. Pescador on the Fly. If you haven't seen these 6-piece fly rods, these things are awesome. I'm going to see if I can zoom in on this one. I'm going to move this a little bit here. And you can see what that looks like. And that is the 6-piece fly rod right there. The cool thing about this is that I just traveled with this up to Alaska. And it's small enough that it packs away. You can throw it in the smallest backpack and it'll fit away. You can bring it on your carry-on, throw it in the backpack, and it kind of disappears. So if you're interested in a real packable rod that's super lightweight, the Pescador on the Fly rod is the one to go with. So that's the Pescador rod. And then we also have obviously some flies to get you ready. So we got some good questions. I see Ian coming in. John mentioned, looks like we got a bunch of correct answers coming in here now. And we're getting pretty close, about 10 minutes away, just about from the grand prize. So I want to announce the second bonus winner, and then we'll jump into it. So the question is what key is the Iguana House located on? So if you're not familiar, the Iguana House is our partner who's giving away the trip, which is a substantial trip. It's 6 days, 6 nights at the lodge, and 3 days fully guided. So you're actually going to get 3 days. This is cool because you can kind of get a few days on the water guided, and then go out on your own, get the golf cart, and go cruise the beaches with the golf cart. But let's answer this question. So here we go. So the answer is which key is Iguana House located on? And it's Ambergris Key. And I did see a bunch of correct answers. The first person I saw that got it right was Justin Bauer. So Justin, if you're out there, give a shout out in the comments. Send me an email, dave@wetflyswing.com, and you are the winner of some Backcountry Skins amazing gear. They're giving away also some hoodies and hats, and you can see their hats here as well. So plenty of hats on this one. If you haven't checked out some of this other gear, we're going to be talking more about that as we go. So Bernie, I see you out there. Shout out to Bernie. Brian also got it right. We got a bunch of correct answers that came in later after I saw it. So keep those coming, though, because we got one more grand prize. And this one, the next we're going to give away the grand prize in about 10 minutes. The last bonus prize is going to be a big one because we haven't done this before. For folks out there, we're going to be giving away a guided trip to a different location in the western part of the U.S. So we're gonna talk about that here in a little bit, and we're gonna have that answer. So take a deep breath here as we get into this. So one quick room reset. Again, as you can see from the ticker, everybody here is about 10 minutes away from the announcement to see if you actually won this trip to Belize and all the gear. I see Brian is out there. Justin, there you go. Justin got it. Justin's out on Facebook. We got a mix of people on Facebook and YouTube here tonight. So I see Nicholas Fuentes out there as well. So keep it coming, Brian. I see Brian Blankly had a comment. Get ready for this next one because we got one more bonus prize to give away, and then we're going to jump into the grand prize. So the last bonus prize, and Patrick, this is it. We got a bonus guide trip right now. So we're going to be heading to the Jackson Hole area. So if you're out west, this will be real easy for you to get to if you're near that area. And it's going to be with Fish the Fly Guide Service. So that's what's going on here. I'm going to show you really quick. Here's Fish the Fly down at the bottom above my head, my talking head. So Fish the Fly Guide Service out of Jackson Hole, they're going to be giving away a trip. This is a full day guided trip to fish those amazing waters, the South Fork of the Snake. They got a bunch of great things going on. They fish the higher waters up above. So all sorts of good stuff coming on here. So if you want a chance to get a guided trip for only those on here tonight, which is much fewer than people that actually entered the larger giveaway, it's going to happen right now. And this question, I think, is we're going to get the answer pretty quick. So get ready. So is everybody ready? Let's see some thumbs up so I can get this next question ready. This is the last bonus prize we're giving away, and all I need you to do is comment if you know the answer to this one. And the first person that I see that gets it right, I'm going to give a trip to Fish the Fly, and you're going to connect with the crew there. And we've done a couple of podcasts with them already. They have an awesome area. Here we go. Now we got a Joseph. We got Master Fishing Cat is back. Jake. All right, let's get this going. So the question tonight this is the final bonus question. What is the IGFA world record bonefish caught right now? Throw it if you know the answer. And it's kind of a trick question because it's not in Belize. This is just anywhere in the world. What is the largest bonefish ever caught that's an IGFA record? If you know the answer, put it in right now. First person that I see that gets it right is going to take home a bonus guided trip, something we've never done before on these live announcements. So let's see if we can get the correct answer coming in here. And we will give that away as we come. And it's got to be, and also, I don't know if I mentioned it, it's got to be fly caught. So we want a fly caught bonefish. So if you know the answer, fly caught bonefish, let's keep it coming. And if it gets really hard, I'm seeing a lot of answers coming in. They're not correct. If it's too hard, I'll get the first closest one to it. I see a bunch of, and it's poundage is what we're going for. Sorry. So we're going for poundage. So how many pounds does that bonefish weigh? And I see some more answers coming in here. Let's keep them coming. And then as they come, I will let people keep those coming here. I got a bunch of, this is good. This is a hard one because I'm not even sure what the biggest bonefish poundage wise was caught in Belize. I'm guessing it's probably in the teens somewhere. And I'm not totally sure. We'll have to ask. I don't think Chris or Mary Alice are on here tonight. But and again, I'm not sure if I saw folks that had been to Belize. We got a ton of ton of answers coming in here. So one last shout out. We got this up on the screen. We're going to be doing a couple things here. We're about 5 minutes away, so I'm kind of building this up. In about 5 minutes, I'm going to announce a little bit earlier tonight who is the grand prize winner for the Belize trip, and this is to the Iguana House, along with all the gear from our partners. And we're just going to answer give one more bonus winner tonight, and then we'll jump into it. Okay, now we got it. We got the right answer. I see it, and we'll announce that pretty quick here. So thanks for everyone for joining. I feel like we got probably as many people, maybe more people coming in on YouTube tonight. I would also like to hear if folks think Instagram would be worthy of adding a live feed to this. If people like Instagram, give me a comment, throw an Instagram in there. Otherwise, I feel like maybe YouTube and Facebook is good enough here. I see Brian Blankney. Nice work, Brian. That is correct. Lots of great answers. Okay, so let's announce this and give away this trip. So what we're going to do right now, this is a bonus. This is not the grand prize winner. This is the bonus prize winner tonight. Just to be clear, I don't want to get anybody fired up for the grand prize. This is right here for a trip with Fish the Fly. This is our bonus tonight. And the answer to the question was the question was, what is the largest bonefish, fly caught bonefish? And the answer was actually 16 pounds and 3 ounces, I think, roughly in that range, but I'll take 16 pounds as the answer. And the first person I saw that got that right is Justin Bauer. So Justin, congratulations. You are the winner of the trip with Fish Fly. I'll get you in contact with Fish the Fly here. Just send me an email, dave@wetflyswing.com. I'm going to connect you with the crew there. We're going to get you out in the water. I'm not sure. And also maybe, Justin, give a shout out where you're coming from. I'm not sure. Are you on the East Coast? Are you on the West Coast? Because if you're East Coast, it might be a little bit of a haul across. But just so you know, you've got a trip coming to you. And Fish to Fly is awesome. They fish for these amazing native cutthroat species on the South Fork and Snake and the tributaries. So if you haven't checked them out, there you go. So it looks like there are some people coming in on Facebook. All right, so cool. We got that. So that's taken care of. Instagram would be great. There you go. Ben Thorpe says Instagram's good. So we might add that on the next one. We might throw in Instagram just to bring in another feed and let people jump in here. But obviously, this is what it's all about. We're doing this tonight to give away the grand prize. We've already given away 3 bonus products. It looks like Justin is on the East Coast, Central PA, which is amazing trout water for yourself. So Justin, just give me a shout out, and we'll hook you up with that trip, and we'll talk more about what that looks like. Let's give Justin a congratulations on that bonus giveaway. And okay, yeah, gotcha. So all right, well, Justin, either way, check in with me and we'll follow up with you. So let's get into it. Let's get into the grand prize winner tonight. And we will take it from there. Let's see. Oh, thank you, Justin. I see. Actually, correct. This is on the spot correction. I see. Yeah. So let's. I see, Justin, what you're saying now. So yes, Justin had the backcountry skins pants. The person that got the trip to with Fish to Fly is Liam Parker. Sorry about that, Liam. So Liam, you are the one who took home this Fish to Fly. So Justin, just to recap, we had 3 winners tonight for the bonus prizes. We had Chris Rain, who won a hat. We had Justin Bauer, who won the backcountry skins, and he just noted that he didn't comment on the last one, which was Liam Parker, who took home the bonus trip. And so that's good, Justin, because it looks like you're in PA anyway, so that would have been a little bit of a haul. So Liam Parker, why don't you give a shout out where you're coming from? Because if you're nearby to that area, there we go. We got a woot for Leanne, woot woot. William Mitchell, thanks for checking in here. All right, another deep breath. We're trying to get this in within 30 minutes. So what we're going to do here now, we're only minutes away from the grand prize winner. As you can see on the ticker, we're doing this in a second. $8,600 prize pack. This is one of the biggest ones we've done. I think we've had a few that are above 10,000, but this is definitely a big one for us. And we're going to be doing this here just a few minutes. So we've got all this gear going along with the trip. And one more quick shout to our partners. And for those that aren't out there, for those that don't know all these brands, you should definitely check them out. They're the ones that allow us to put this together, allow us to have this evening where we can kind of give away some bonus prizes and a grand prize package to somebody. And so yeah, this is it, you guys. It looks like I need some emojis coming in here. I need some whatever you got. You're most excited. We need the rumble of the room, shaking of the table. Let's get this going as I kind of go through some of our partners again. Let's start at the bottom. So Wet Fly Swing Podcast. I'm Dave. If you haven't checked out the podcast, I host one of the largest fly fishing podcasts out there. We have close to 900 interviews with guests from all around the world. Check it out if you haven't already. Check it out. We got the Stillwater Edge, Greg Keenan, who is my partner in some of this stuff. He basically kicked off the School of Fishing when we got this going, and he now has kicked off the Stillwater Edge. So if you're interested in stillwater fishing, you need to go check out the Stillwater Edge. Greg actually has a podcast there. Fish the Fly Guide Service is one of the great outfits in the Jackson Hole area. We just talked about Liam, who won the trip with Fish the Fly. We've got the Iguana House, who's giving away the bonus or giving away the grand prize package tonight for 6 nights. This is not just a couple of nights. This is 6 nights in Belize, and 3 of those days are fully guided on the water. So your chance of having an epic trip is pretty almost guaranteed here. I mentioned School of Fishing. Pescador on the Fly has one of the lightest weight, one of the most packable. It's a 6-piece rod. If you haven't checked out Pescador, you got to check them out. They're a game changer in travel. Good. We got some emojis coming in here. Keep them coming here. I see we see Susan Lewis, Joseph, keeping this going. Mizzou the Fly Guy. We just did a podcast with them recently. If you don't know about Rock Creek, the Clark Fork, all the areas of rivers and streams around there, Mizzou the Fly Guy, you got to check them out. Intrepid Camp Gear, you probably see them all over the place. All these rooftop campers. Intrepid is probably one of the most highly engineered, strongest, durable camp topper you can find. So these are the pop-up tents. They're giving away I believe some travel gear on this. And Smitty's Fly Box is giving away some flies. So if you don't know Smitty's, they do that. They do that as good as anybody. And then JH Flyco has a waterproof backpack. Backcountry Skins, we already gave away a bonus prize there. And of course, Smith. If you don't know Smith Sunglasses, I'm sure everybody does. One of the biggest sunglass companies, especially when we talk about fishing in the country. All right, there we go. So that's our last shout out. I'm going to jump into this now that we've hit, we're past, getting close to 30 minutes in. And so let's keep them coming here. I haven't seen any fish. Have there been any fish emojis out there? Have there been any drums, some drum rolls here? Let's get those going because, oh yeah, there have been some fish. All right, here we go. So we're going to do this right now, and we're going to announce the grand prize winner for one person right now who's going to take home this trip, a week in Belize, and all the gear I just mentioned. It's going to happen right now within less than a minute. Keep them coming here. So here we go. Drum roll, please. William Mitchell, I see that. We got that is pretty awesome. I don't even know what that is, William, but that's a great comment. We got Chris. Chris already won tonight. Nice. All right, here we go, guys. Drum roll, please. And the winner of the Belize trip, the grand finale tonight, and I want to thank everyone for being here, is the grand prize winner tonight is Chris Sturdivant. Chris Sturdivant, if you're out there. I didn't see Chris in the crowd, from Waukesha, Wisconsin. So Chris, if you're out there, give a shout out. Let's thank Chris. I want to congratulate Chris first of all for winning this tonight. Let's give Chris a big congratulations. For those that are out there, I just want to let you know before you hop off tonight, if you didn't win anything or the grand prize, stay tuned because we're going to send an email out here in the next couple days. And if Chris is a bot, if he's not a real person, we're going to actually choose a new winner for this. So if that's the case, so stay tuned by email for those. We got some David, congrats. We got Sean out there, thumbs up. So yeah, this is going to happen. So, but right now we got Chris Sturdivant from Wisconsin is the grand prize winner tonight. Chris, we're going to be reaching out to you. You can send me an email, dave@wetflyswing.com, and we're going to circle around here. Congratulations, everyone. Thanks for coming in tonight. We do these giveaways pretty much once a month for the rest of this summer into the fall. The next one we're going to be doing is to the Skeena Spay Lodge. We're going to be giving away a trip up to the Skeena, one of the famous steelhead rivers. We're doing that with Brian Niska and the crew there. And then we're going to be circling around to Atlantic Salmon. We got a bunch of great events, so stay tuned on the email list if folks want to keep going here. Steve, thanks for jumping in tonight, and everybody for the great evening. If you have any questions, check with me, and Chris will be in touch. Have a good night, and we'll talk to we'll hopefully see everyone on the podcast and check you tomorrow. Thanks again.